Eleanor. If you didn't make a prior appointment, please arrange for one at a later date. I'm here to talk about him. Nice to meet you, Talia. We're meeting for the second time today. Do you need me to tell you who I am? White hair and purple eyes. Could he be? I am the one from the Reinhardt family that got admitted into the academy. TSK, I don't like repeating myself though. My apologies. I was unable to recognize who you were because of the robe you're wearing. Get lost. This is me being generous. I hope I don't have to repeat this for the third time. Yes, sir. Talking to him though. But I was. Talk. With black magic. You might as well beg the imperial family to arrest you. Ah. I see. Since it's illegal for us to learn magic before we become adults. I didn't think that far ahead. My apologies. You've helped me. If you understand your situation, then buy what you need, and get lost. Why are you helping me? If you're trying to make me feel indebted to you, it won't work. Those few pennies mean nothing to me. Though, I can't say I don't have any purpose behind it. All right. Then I suppose this money is for shutting my mouth. The power of the undead. I feel the unique power used by the Marvis family, that controls the undead, from you. I am breaking the deal down, Reinhardt. Why do you possess the power of my family? You said you have something to talk to me about. May I know what it is? What's happening? Her reaction is quite different from what I imagined. She's so elegant. Could Nox really have feelings for her? Nah, no way. Someone like him would only see an engagement as a restraint. I'll have to be more straightforward as I talk. Nox is a dangerous person. Firstly, he's the son of one of the top 3 dark families. There's also the fact that there are lots of negative rumors about his behavior. Don't think that Nox is a bad person. Sigh. I wonder if other people think like you as well. Talia von Stillrainer, you're indeed strange. Why would someone as honest as you like a good-for-nothing like Nox? The emotions that I feel from those eyes of hers. Her hostility and anger towards me. Let me make this clear. While Nox might be a little lacking, I don't think he's someone that would do something bad. Although he does get misunderstood easily because he acts coldly towards others. That's just a small part of who he is. I've heard about your marriage talks with him. But, that's not good enough of a reason for you to support him. You know it too. Marriage talks between noble families can change as easily as flipping your hands. That's not why I trust Nox. People don't change easily. That may be true, but I hope you remember this one thing. Nox saved you. If Nox wasn't there back then, you'd definitely have died. So why are you still suspicious of Nox? It seems that I've misspoken. Let's end our conversation here. Thank you for giving me your time. Okay. Goodbye. Miss Eleanor. Did the conversation not go well? It's unlike you to look upset, Rick. What do you think is the most important thing for a merchant? Of course, that would be eyes that are always wary and doubtful of others. Doubt. That was what drove me to achieve the nicknames Fox of Wealth and Star of the Finance World. He's actually changed. Don't be ridiculous. There's no way that'd be true after such a long time, right? All of you, get out of here. A barrier magic, huh? This situation has gotten complicated. No matter how money-obsessed Leon is, it'd be impossible for him to keep the secret of me using his family's power without anyone knowing. If you wanted to negotiate with me, you should have brought along something suitable for the negotiation. Ha, are you saying I should have proposed something to you? This involves your family. I doubt you'd exchange anything for that. You speak as if you know me very well. Leon von Marvas. Your family is one of the top 3 dark families like the Reinhafers. One of the families that had the greatest influence. I don't like how you're using past tense. You must already know that your family has fallen from what it used to be. Sylvester. I know that those people used territory war to overthrow the patriarch of the Marvas family and took away most of the Marvas territory. Are you trying to use the fact that you have more information than me in consideration of my desire for revenge? Revenge? No. I don't make moves for such goals. What I want is the revival of your family. For a young patriarch to be recognized and for your family to once again reach the top of this continent. Isn't that your real objective? Not bad. It seems you do know me well. I believe you. Are you not going to ask me more questions? You already gave me the answer I want. I see. What he wanted to know from the start wasn't how I got his family's power. He wanted to know how much I knew about him and why I decided to intervene in his matters. Well, I'm glad you have your answer. Thank you for your help today. I'll be sure to repay it in the future. As long as it doesn't involve money. Don't worry, I'm not expecting you to repay it. The next day. It's finally here. Nox's lifeline, light and resting place. The moment to strengthen the hour of the genius. The hour of the genius. Even among the skills of inner lunatic characters that possess the genius trait, it's considered the strongest skill. You could say that this is a kind of DLC for inner lunatic. You're the first to succeed in completing inner lunatic 10 times. You've unlocked a hidden trait. Your playable character has been given the active skill, Hour of the Genius. Caution. This is only a skill that can be obtained when your character has at least 2 genius traits. At first, it was just a game that I liked. So I didn't know what was in the DLC when I bought it. If it weren't for that decision I made back then, I'd have died a few times by now. Thinking back on it gives me the chills. You were really great this time round, Nox von Reinhafer. Your family was raising a monster this whole time, huh? I can't believe you're calling me a monster so blatantly. Don't you think you've gone a little too far, Dean? But I didn't say anything wrong, did I? Otherwise, how else could we explain you being able to fight this ice troll so calmly? Why would someone as skilled as you be called a good-for-nothing? I can't seem to wrap my head around it no matter what. Is it because the Sword Emperor, Theo von Reinhafer, has bad judgment of character? Not a chance. Damn it, she's suspicious of me. Well, I guess this much was to be expected since the original Nox was indeed a complete good-for-nothing. Acting genius has been activated. However, that's no longer the case. You are no longer shaken. No matter what kind of person I was in the past, I don't think that should matter to you. Yes, you're right. But, did you know? Your talent has gotten me excited. You've gotten so interesting that I want to steal you away. Dean, I don't think that's something that's appropriate to say. I'll act as if I didn't hear that. Moreover, you also followed me from behind after polymorphing yourself. You noticed, huh? Well, yes. Let's see how much longer you can hide things from me. Finally. I'm getting it. This is why I've called you here. A skill strengthening scroll. It'll be able to greatly increase the efficiency of one of your abilities. It's a really precious item. It's my first time hearing of such an item as well. Alright. Take it. What was that slight shock? Did I imagine it? Well, that's probably just me getting excited about what's to come. You've obtained a new artifact. Displaying the information of the artifact. Basic information. Name. Skill strengthening scroll category. Consumable grade. Supreme attribute. Stat, equipping requirement. Special effect. You can increase the effects of a skill by 1.5 times. The skill strengthening scroll can be used. Would you like to use it? Yes. Please choose the skill you'd like to strengthen. Hour of the Genius. You've used the artifact. Your skill has been strengthened. You've obtained Hour of the Genius. You've acquired the artifact at an early stage. Additional effects will be given. Your skill effect has increased by 2 times. The active duration of the Hour of the Genius has been modified to 10 minutes. The Hour of the Genius is a skill that's very hard to strengthen. It's an overpowered skill to begin with, so there aren't many ways to make it stronger. One of those ways, however, is by using this scroll. To be able to get this artifact at such an early stage is the best harvest I could get. Did you get the results you wanted? Yes. I can't get any more involved with her than this. If you have nothing else for me, I'll take my leave. Alright. You may leave. You must be tired from rescuing your fellow student during the test. I guess it'd be meaningless to hide anymore. Yes, it just happened somehow. Sigh. Please ignore it. I don't want to attract the attention of the academy. Sure. Don't worry about it, go back and rest. I sincerely thank you for your generous heart. Knox von Reinhafer. He's a dangerous one. I'll have to be careful for the time being. I look forward to the kind of monster he'll grow into. Don't you agree? So, you need to learn the properties and traits of each element. Basic magic of the Empire. It was never talked about in detail in the original story, but what's important here isn't the class. Professor Ras von Celestia. Basic information. Name. Ras von Celestia. Gender. Male. Age. 35. Race. Human. Main element. Earth. Achievements. Eldian Academy Professor. Traits. Positive. Great desire for studying. Self-reflection. Talented in hidden weapons. Neutral. Principled. Negative. Can be obsessed. Paranoia. Trauma. Weak mind. Cold-hearted. He'll be playing a critical role in this chapter. Stamina. 12 mana. 18 luck. Free will. 21 charm. 19 skill. Passive skill. Fountain of knowledge. Active skill. Earth summon. Heat discharge. Basic northern swordsmanship. Etc. He's not very strong. But, it's good to know all this information in advance. It's actually impressive that he was able to become an academy professor with those abilities. Let's start the lesson then. He's already acting all proud and looking down on his fellow students. What kind of incredible talent could someone like him have? Dean Noah can be really stubborn too, huh? Every single human on the continent possesses elemental mana, not just the students of our academy. Today, we'll find out what element you have and how to manifest it. Cadet Knox von Reinhafer. Yes. Do you know what element you have? Darkness. What are the characteristics of darkness? Unlike the 4 main elements, it's corrupted and does not mix well with the others. However, it is considered to have quite a lot of destructive power as compared to the other elements. In return, it's notorious for being hard to control, and there are only a few individuals or families that are able to use it properly. What's the opposing element to it? Divinity. In that case, if divinity and darkness clash, which do you think would come out on top? Divinity would. People don't usually speak ill of their own family's element. I guess you're a special one, aren't you? I'll ask you just one more question then. If you were to fight with someone with divine mana, what would you do? Well, while that person was still unaware, I'd kill that person. I'd make sure of the kill so that it wouldn't create any future troubles for me. What? What the hell did he just say? Kook. Ugh. Kook. Ha. Now. I just have to put in a bit more effort and I'll be able to become a real demon. Yes, it's like you said, Hochschulz de Nefer. You'll be able to become a real demon instead of a mere human. You won't need sleep and won't age. You'll become a demon that surpasses the limits of humans. Thank you. I'll do everything in my power to revive you. Well, while that person was still unaware, I'd kill that person. I'd make sure of the kill so that it wouldn't create any future troubles for me. You would want to pull out the roots before they grew into any future issues. I wasn't expecting such an answer. I apologize if that wasn't the correct answer. I simply thought that was the most efficient method of doing things. Acting genius. Has activated powerfully. Unwavering eyes. The man had an upright posture and shoulders that aren't bent downwards. Knox von Reinhafer truly meant what he said. I'm starting to understand a little why Dean Noah is interested in him. Assistant. However. Prepare the imp right away. Did you not hear me? I'm asking you to prepare for the magic adequacy test. That kind of haughty attitude needs to be brought down a level. In order to obtain a sharp sword, it must be tempered thousands of times. That's. They're the lowest ranked demons provided by the association. A demon. While it's very aggressive, it's not that threatening. Because it has low health, cadets can easily kill it. What? Even so. This is only the first class though. I guess this is the level of Eldian Academy. Now. Stay focused. You guys are the elites that got accepted into this academy, aren't you? You must remember this. Your ultimate goal isn't to become a knight or a mage. It is to subjugate all demons that exist in the world. For you to do that, you all will need to get used to the beings known as demons, of which we still know very little about. All of you are to infuse your mana into the caged imp to force it into submission. Force a demon into submission, huh? Why does something feel out of place? Based on the original storyline, this lesson should only take place in the second year. No, something's off. After you condense mana into your palm, let it flow into your target. The test will end in 15 minutes. No matter how incredible the Reinhafers are, there's no way they'd expect to see an imp in the first lesson. A new student would definitely fall for the deception of the imp and end up drooling uncontrollably. I'll teach you how things work here, Reinhafer. What is this? What is happening? Emma, I won't do it again. Ugh. Something feels strange. There's a delicious pie. I feel like my consciousness is fading away. Emma. I'm sorry. Professor. I'm sorry, but can you change my imp? I haven't done anything, but it's already trembling in fear. Who'd make such a sound in the sacred classroom? Hey. Knox. How did you force that imp into submission? Wait, I just said that I haven't done anything yet. Great. I can't help but feel foolish for not noticing that great talent within you. Incredible. I'll give you a chance. Please listen up. I'll give you the chance to become the best student. The best student. This is what I think it is, right? The kind of thing in dramas that you must never do. Being an assistant. I'm so jealous. He gets to become Professor Ra's best student. Wow. He has to accept. I refuse. It's being the best student in name, but isn't it just being a slave? You refuse. What do you think you're saying? Huff. Who the hell are you? I can't believe he's the only one standing up normally. Rainhafer. A few hours ago. I'm telling you. That filthy-looking white-haired bastard is freakishly strong. I guarantee you, that Knox kid is a crazy bastard. Even so, he's just a new student. It's too hasty to make any conclusions just because he made some achievements. Don't put such high expectations on new students. Ras, your problem is that you're too close-minded. Dean Noah also asked us to watch out for him, didn't she? He's definitely talented. What more is needed? We're talking about a student whose talent is recognized to be the best by one of the 4 sages. I'll need to see him with my own eyes. You don't need to care about this anymore. You and your obnoxious attitude. Hey. Wait for me. Why you refuse? Why? Is he crazy? That was a chance to assist Professor Ras with his class. He's the biggest authority on magic education. There are mountains of people queuing up to be his top student. I can't believe he just threw that chance away. That's exactly the kind of thing the good-for-nothing of the Rainhafer family would do. He literally threw away an opportunity that was served to him on a silver platter. That's why good-for-nothings like him shouldn't be allowed here. Say whatever you want. I won't change my mind anyways. Eleanor is already giving me a headache. Why is everyone around me creating trouble? Professor Ras, I have a question. Go on. Why are you giving this chance to Rainhafer? There are many more outstanding students than him, aren't there? Moreover, your strength is magic, right? I think the princess and Echidna are worthy of being considered for the top student position as well. Asshole. Look at how hard he's trying to leech off of a rising family. Smart asshole. He knows who to butter up. I better remember him. The professor is the one that decides who is the right person. But if I say that, you guys might not be convinced. There could also be negative rumors to say that I'm biased towards the talent of Knox. So, let's set the record straight. I'll tell you right now why he's the right person to become my top student. Crazy bastard, I told you I'm not doing it. Firstly, let's start with how he subdued the imp's mana. So, a summary of Ras' opinion would be something like this. Number 1, I don't know why, but I was able to subdue the imp quickly. While it might be a low-ranked demon, it's not easy to do, so it's not surprising that Ras is fascinated by it. Number 2, the talent I have, mana sensitivity genius. Ras has studied magic for a long time. Someone like him would be able to easily tell who has a talent for magic and who doesn't. For that reason, it's only fair for Knox to become my top student. I already said I'm not doing it. Knox. You can take your time to reconsider. Please speak after you wipe your saliva. You're rushing your decision here. Knox. Knox. He's different from the rumors I've heard. My apologies. My information gathering ability is lacking. It's alright, Echidna. I think I've just gotten a little curious about him. Knox von Rainhafer. Whether he'll become a light to the imperial family, or a dark cloud that hovers over us. Why is Ras suddenly acting like that? He was looking at me like I was some food covered in honey or something. Why aren't there any normal characters in Inner Lunatic? But, I've managed to get him off me, so I should be able to live in peace for now. Did something bad happen in the academy? Yeah, something horrifying. Whisper, become my top student. The corridor, the classroom, the canteen, become my top student. And worst of all, Knox. Will you become my top student? Even in the toilet. Knox, are you done considering? Become my top student. Professor Rass. Ha ha ha. Please stop it, you crazy bastard. I like how you're rough with your words. I like it. That bastard Professor Rass kept asking me to become his top student. There's a term there which I think shouldn't be mentioned along with a professor's name. But, by Professor Rass, are you referring to the person known to be the best in magic theory? Yes. That's strange. From what others say, I remember him being a good professor. Why would he do something like that? I know he's an alright person as well. Negative. Can be obsessive. Paranoia. Trauma. Weak mind. Cold-hearted. The problem is those traits he has. Stop him. Don't let him get past. Everyone, stop him. Did you not hear what the patriarch said? He told us to not let Master Garen into the room. That's so harsh. That's not how a father should treat his son, is it? I can't even move. Master Garen has gotten even stronger in that short time. Garen, I never thought you'd come back to the Reinhafers again. What reasons do I need to come back to my own home? Father. Is this place your home? I'm sure I told you already. It's time to give up. There's not much time left, is there? That's none of your business. The demon is also lurking around you. When you become weak, it'll rise. And devour everything in its sight. It sounds like you want that to happen. Well. My business here is simple. Where did you hide that sword? What? The first patriarch's sword. Where did you hide Stormbringer? The first patriarch's sword. Where did you hide the Stormbringer of Jean von Reinhafer? Jean von Reinhafer. How dare you speak the first patriarch's name? You must be really out of your mind. Is that what's important right now? What matters is getting stronger and building a stronger force. That's what's most important for a noble. You don't know what truly matters. If you know what truly matters so well, then why did you leave that woman to die? No. That woman mustn't be brought up in front of the patriarch. Did you just say that woman? You've truly disrespected your mother with that. My mother is Priscilla von Orel. She's my only mother. That woman is your mistake and she's nothing but a guest within the Reinhafer family. Get out. Father. I said. Get out. I do not wish to cut off my own son's head. You'll regret this. Soon enough, you'll understand is prepared for my sake. Is prepared for my sake. Patriarch, are you all right? I slipped up. I showed you an unsightly side of me. Please don't say that. I'm someone who swore my eternal fealty to the Reinhafer family. But, if the world knows that Master Garen is working with a demon, I'm worried that things will get dangerous. So, I think it would be good if you decide on a new successor soon. A new successor. Yes. It so happens that we just received some good news through a letter. Master Knox is the top student of this time's Eldian admission test. Is that true? From what I remember, the new dean of Eldian Academy is. Yes. Noah von Trinity. One of the four sages has acknowledged Master Knox's talent. Knox von Reinhafer. His growth might still be insufficient but, if he truly has the level of talent we witnessed before, then he has potential. Eventually, Master Knox might end up sitting there. Become my apprentice. I don't want to. I'll provide a lot of supporting funds. You could graduate from Eldian Academy without having to pay for anything. I have tons of money. Don't you know that I'm from the Rainhafer family? Along with immense fame. What use is fame for a good-for-nothing? That's just a luxury that I don't need. Knox, please reconsider. Sigh. My ears are about to bleed from his persistent nagging. Even so, shouldn't you listen to him if he's being so sincere? I looked into Professor Rassmore and this isn't how he normally behaves. They say that he's an educator that's usually focused on helping students that are weaker. You're right. This isn't something that I can just avoid. No matter how crazy he is, he'll give up after he knows what I'm lacking in. Yes, I did think he was a little strange. Honestly, I still don't understand. Why would a professor as good as you want me to be your apprentice? Because you're outstanding. I'd like to hear the real reason. Why do you need me and not the other outstanding students? Do you have some time? You must have heard a lot about what a good-for-nothing I am. What? That means I have nothing but time. You got me good. Haha. In that case, will you please listen to a long story of mine? You'll enjoy the tea I've prepared. It's the best herbal tea that I bought from the Revelin Merchantry. I'll listen. The reason why I need you, I mean, an outstanding apprentice, is so that I can complete my research. Your research? Yes. In order to obtain someone weak who can't use mana. So that I can fulfill my lifelong wish. That is why I need you. Because I no longer wish to see anyone die while too powerless to even struggle. Yes, just like how my son died. The behind stories of each character that I didn't know while I played through Inner Lunatic. In this world, there would always be an abrupt new situation that would appear. I was born in the family of Viscount Celestia as the first son and I had led the family. I had no outstanding talents but was able to be admitted into Eldian Academy with just my theory skills and became a professor. I always received poor results in practicals and my peers would look down on me. No matter how good I was at written tests, it wouldn't take away all of the contempt that they held for me. He was able to successfully overcome all hardships and graduated from the academy. He said this to me. Father, I'll work hard so that people will be able to speak highly of you. I was so happy hearing that. My son joined the squad that was directly under the Emperor and joined the battlefield at the forefront. He wanted to obtain victory so that people would speak highly of me and to raise the reputation of the Celestia family. But, on that battlefield, my son died. It wasn't even long after the war started, he died after being struck by an arrow that only had a touch of mana in it. Now, does this explain why I would be obsessed over this thesis and my research for the sake of the weak? This story is nothing significant. In the merciless world of Inner Lunatic, there are hundreds more of such stories. But I wonder why. The back of the professor that I saw through the monitor and Professor Rass back right now, they seem different. I think I'm able to understand the depth of his loneliness just a little. I'm sorry but I'm more certain after listening to your story. There's someone better suited for this than I am. Someone that would listen to your story better and more seriously than me. I think that's the kind of person that you truly need right now. I will see you at the next lesson. There's a resemblance between them. After I returned, I received news that was nothing short of disastrous. What? Say that again. Who came back? The first son of the Rainhafer family, Master Garen, has returned to the family. Because of that, several bodyguard knights have died so far. Garen von Rainhafer, the first crown prince, Louis, and the number one bad ending maker of Inner Lunatic, have finally started moving. Sigh. The worst bad ending maker. Jitri, you've been to our family estate recently, right? Yes. Head butler Rodwell summoned us so I went there with Rona. That guy despises Theo's second wife, Nox's mother, you whom Theo truly loves instead of his own mother. I don't know if he hates Nox but if that's the case then he might even harm Jitri. Why did Nox have to make so many enemies? Sigh. Did Garen do anything? Come to think of it. That asshole. Did he really make some trouble? Master Garen tried to scout me. What? What's with that maid? She looks extraordinary. Hey, you. Who are you? I've never seen you around before. Greetings, I'm Master Nox's exclusive maid, my name is Jitri. Nice to meet you. Enough with the formalities. I want you to become my maid. I know you're capable. You have enough ambition within you that can satisfy me. My apologies, but I'm already serving Master Nox. I'm afraid I'll have to reject your offer. What? I'm sure you know who I am. Why on earth are you refusing my offer? Did that Nox brat give you a lot of money? It's because I want to serve him. You wanted to do it. That's not something a mere commoner gets to decide. That's precisely why. Master Nox respects me. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of person you are, but above everything else, I wish to stay by Master Nox's side to see what he'll do. I can't believe she wants to serve a brat like him. She's a strange one. I'll pay you 3 times whatever he's paying you. I'm sorry. He asked me to become his maid and even offered to raise my wages. By how much? 3 times my current wage. Although I do have money, the real story hasn't even begun yet. I can't use that much money. But, I can't give up on Jitri. Sigh. If you want a wage raise, I'll match his offer and pay you 3 times more. Don't worry about it and focus on your work. Oh, about that. I'm sorry. What just happened? Did she just laugh at me? No way. Have you already decided to work with Garen? Whatever you're thinking of, that's not what's happening. I won't follow Master Garen, and the wages I'm receiving now are sufficient. Why did you laugh then? I can't tell you that. This is an order. Something funny just came to mind, so I laughed. Jitri, you've gotten worse at lying. Whatever the case, I'm good as long as I haven't lost her. Sigh. But, Garen, that asshole. I won't let him off if I ever catch him. Of course, that'd be after I become stronger. Ahem. There are 5 mandatory classes in Eldian Academy that a new student is required to take. The first is History of the Archeim Empire. It talks about the creator god, Arden, and the strongest unified kingdom which people have forgotten about. The second is Horsemanship. The third is Knightly Code and Etiquette within the Academy. The fourth is Basic Magic of the Empire. And, lastly, the subject that Nox has the most difficult time in. 1. 2. The Cursed Stamina Training. Running, chin-ups. Nox's stamina has reached its limits. Huff-half. Nox. This is so strange. You're like a mayfly. Pfft. What do you mean by that? Cough. You're exceptional when it comes to short-term results, but it feels like you have a lot of trouble when it comes to stamina. It's as if you're being blocked by a large wall that you can't overcome. As expected of an Eldian Academy instructor. It's as he said. Because of the terminally ill trait that Nox has, his stamina is stuck at 15, which is half of the maximum possible stamina. Aren't you an instructor? Why would you say such discouraging words? I apologize if that was rude. But, it'd be good if you take heed to what I said. If you move recklessly in this manner, you might end up shortening your life. Right. I'll keep that in mind. Because of the trait, terminally ill, your lifespan is decreasing at a fast rate. Because of the trait, terminally ill, your lifespan is decreasing at a fast rate. This is so darn annoying. I can't figure him out at all. He did all that stuff at the admission test to get first place, but he's hiding his stamina now. This is definitely related to him acting like a good-for-nothing. That annoying bastard. If we fight again, you'll get it good. I didn't expect to meet you in a place like this. Reinhaver's youngest son. Why the hell is he doing this to me? This freaking game destroyer. I didn't expect to meet you in a place like this. Long time no see. Reinhaver's youngest son, Rick. His real name is Hochschultz de Nefer. Name. Rick. Fake name. Hochschultz de Nefer. Gender. Male. Age. 15. Race. Human. Demonic. Human. Main element. Earth. Achievements. Traits. Positive. Negotiation. Exceptional eloquence. Talented with hidden weapons. Neutral. Negative. Cunning. Bat. Gummel. Northern sword art. Traitor. Con artist. Stamina. 4 mana. 4 luck. 3 willpower. 5 charm. 12 skill. Passive skill. Negotiation. Revision. Active skill. Later on, he'll attack the Revelin merchantry and betray Eleanor. Which means he's the number 1 person to avoid. You're the one who came to give me that gift previously. What business do you have with me? Acting genius is wavering. It's nothing serious. It's just that I saw a noble of the influential Reinhaver family walking around without a servant. I was just a little puzzled. That's none of your business. That's true. Haha. Oh, since it's fate that we met here, shall I help you as you purchase some items? I have a lot of free time right now. I doubt that's the only task that the head of the Revelin family assigned to you. Since the past, great nobles have always closed their eyes to servants who deviate a little from their work. I must find out what he's scheming. There must be a reason why he approached me. I don't like people who talk a lot. Yes, sir. I'll make sure to remember that. These are the documents you've requested. Thank you. Knox von Reinhaver tractor. Knox von Reinhaver. Why on earth did he save me? There was no reason for him to do that. The youngest son of the Reinhaver family that I know doesn't have that kind of personality. What's for sure is that he started behaving differently starting from resolving the missing child's forest incident. But, I don't know the reason for the change. Sigh. And Rick. His recent movements have been strange. He's also gathering people within the merchantry. Well, he probably can't accomplish much anyway. That was so foolish. Why on earth did you do that? If it was needed, you should have given everything you had. Mother. There's no need to buy a high-grade orb to use in magic classes. When you become a second year, you'll be given an even better orb for free. For the pot and ladle that'd be used for alchemy, you need to buy one that's made with a special type of iron. Items will usually be made in the empty chemical room, you just need to meet the minimum requirements. The store that you see further in has connections to the Eleanor merchantry so you can get items at an affordable price. Let's see what else there is. While I don't want to admit it, Rick's talent is the real thing. The con artist. Trait and passive skill, negotiation revision, that he has. If he weren't a demonic human, I might have considered recruiting him. But, I think you've probably purchased everything you need now, right? Yes, this will be sufficient. Why did you approach me? What do you mean? Well, well. It looks like my conversation with you will be a quick one. I'll get straight to the point. A barrier. Based on its appearance, it's magic that blocks out sound. Betray the reincarnation family and become a servant of the first prince. Okay. The one you serve isn't the first prince, but a demon. Right. You really do know a lot of information. I don't think my master. Ball. Do you really think your master will grant your wish? Of course. I hope you don't end up regretting that. If you dare to insult me and my family again, kill you. I'll bear that in mind. Alright, now that everyone's gathered, we'll start the class. Isn't that the crazy instructor from back then? The bald head. Be careful. It's okay to call someone who's not bald-headed a bald head, but if you call someone that's bald-headed a bald head, then that's very disrespectful. Ahem. Calm down. I can't crush these sprouts from our academy just because of my hair. I'll tell you about the location for the class first. This place is the Clariel Plains. It's a famous place within Eldian Academy that has lots of amazing trees and plants. You'll be learning the basics of horse riding here. Alright. Try riding your assigned horse or the horse that you brought here. I haven't had a chance to take a good look around this place yet. There are people who have their own horses. A horse. I've never ridden one before. Geez. Why must we come to Eldian Academy just to learn how to ride a horse? We don't have a choice, it's a mandatory subject. You know you'll be expelled if you get an F, right? Carl. Alright, try to ride them. Please grab on tightly so you don't fall off. He's pretty good at riding a horse. Well, he's lived in the East for so long, he should be able to ride a camel or a horse. Wow. Isn't that horse an obsidian? How could a good-for-nothing like him have such a horse? The Reincarnation house is rich. Although, they're still not as rich as the Revelin house. Carl is indeed a fine horse. This is the benefit of being a veteran player. I did it. Okay, it seems like all of you have gotten familiar with riding your horses. It's time to start the main race of this class. A race. But aren't there people who only started riding a horse today? What? That doesn't make sense. This horse tried to kill me with its hind legs. This is madness. Is he angry because you guys called him a bald head? The rules are simple. Each of you will ride your own horse and turn the corner. That's located in the nameless forest at the end of the forest. And then return to this place. The first to get back will be given additional points. Any questions? The rules are as simple as his hair. Well, that's not what's important now though. What did you say? Nothing, mind your own business. Even though horse riding is a class everyone takes, the event that takes place is very important. It's an episode where a demonic human appears for the first time. Since it's their first appearance, it's been arranged so that the protagonist meets the demonic human. Roger, the demonic human that appears in this episode, causes all the students to be stuck in the nameless forest. The protagonist then overcomes the demonic human along with the other academy cadets. That's the basic sequence of this episode. But, there isn't a protagonist here. In such a place where there are so many strong personalities, I wonder how things will turn out with the absence of a leader. Thinking carefully is important, but actions must be taken. Knox. Do you want to go with me? I'm not scared. It's just in case something happens. The forest is quite a dangerous place after all. I guess you're confident enough to worry about others in a race, huh? Can you not bother me and just go on your way? Well, I guess this is indeed a race. It'd best to come back as quickly as possible. Knox, go on ahead first. I'm not that good at horse riding. The race isn't what's important. If the race isn't what's important, then what is? The race has begun. Get going now. Go faster. Hiya. I won't lose to commoners who haven't even ridden a horse until today. Carl, I know. Due to the effect of mana sensitivity genius, the circle has been revealed. What? What is this? It's teleportation magic. Everyone, just stay still. Unless you all want to die here. Whoa. Finally. My opportunity for revenge has come. Everyone, just stay still. Unless you all want to die here. Carl, I'm counting on you. What is happening? Ow. Ugh. My head hurts. Where on earth are we? I think we're in a forest. Lies. We were just on the plains. What exactly is going on? Is this a kind of test? This is definitely teleportation magic. But, this is different from Dean Noah's. The formula itself seems unstable. Do you know what's happening? I'm trying to figure it out. But, one thing for certain is that there are outsiders that aren't with the Academy. What are you talking about? If you know something, then tell us the details. Know your place, Echidna. You're not the princess. I have no reason to say anything to you. Teleportation magic. That's what you said, right? And that this is due to outside influence. Yes. Why do you think so? I'm also curious about why you think so. This could be a test of sorts from other professors too. This is why people who live comfortably can't make it. They're way too complacent. Sigh. This is inner lunatic. We're within a game that boasts of being one of the most difficult games. The magic power looks way too unstable. Acting genius has been activated. A disorganized formula. The fact that it completely disregards the safety of the target and is only focused on the function is proof. Yes. The formula is strange. Moreover, if this was done by the professors, they wouldn't want to endanger us. And, there's no reason they'd do that to this many children from reputable families in Eldian. I think Knox is correct. What do you guys think? I don't want to admit it, but he's right. The formula is definitely unstable. It's right to think that an outside influence is at play. Could this have been done by brother? I agree. In any case, we need to get out of here quickly. You dark families are trying to take things into your own hands, huh? You need to prove what you're saying first. Stop it. Echidna, everything they've said is correct. If we stay in this vortex of unstable mana for too long, we'll be as good as dead. Come to think of it, the way the magic circle is deployed is indeed strange. It's way too inefficient. The princess is indeed sharp. She learned magic earlier than we did, didn't she? What are you doing? Shush. Can't you smell the stench of blood? This is a monster that's intermediate rank or above. Its location is above us. Lock. All of you, get ready. In this dangerous situation, I'll take command of the fight. What? Who's taking command? Knox is taking command. The good for nothing. That's crazy. The ambush of a monster whose presence I didn't even detect. He was the first to detect it. The good for nothing of House Rainhafer. How is he suddenly so different? Knox von Reinhafer. Seriously. Is the current batch of students completely talentless in horse riding? How is it that no one's back yet? This is the worst time record in history. Bernon. We've got trouble. Ras. Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be having a class with the second years? That's not what's important now. Where are the students? They're having horse riding lessons in the plains. Wait a second, this feeling. What's wrong? A person that uses demonic magic has been spotted in the academy. 3 hours ago, a huge magic circle was activated and we tracked it down to these plains. This is the white-haired student's obsidian. Demonic human appeared. Nameless forest entrance. Need immediate assistance. Need immediate assistance. Nameless forest. Of all places. Let's move quickly. It'll take at least 2 days to reach the nameless forest. It's too late to use more teleportation magic. I hope they'll all be safe. I don't want to admit it, but I will. Your judgment was the correct one, Reinhaver. Forget it. I don't need forced apologies. Princess. What is it? This incident is an extension of what happened previously. Please give me the authority to take command of all the students. By the law of the imperial family. But it could get dangerous. I, the princess, will take charge of the students personally. How troublesome. Yes. Hell. Tell me the manual that needs to be followed in times of emergency situations. Oh. Okay. The top priority is to protect a member of the imperial family, and the authority to take command will be given to the most exceptional knight or mage. Princess, you're the only member of the imperial family in this place. And, you're also one of the most powerful characters that'll be needed to defeat the demons in the future. Because the lightning mana and power of punishment that you possess are things that are only passed down within the imperial family. And so, even if everyone dies here, we must protect your life. That's the law of the empire. That's the person who was able to make the fastest judgment during that ambush and quickly react to the situation was me. So, please give me the authority. Authority over the life and death of everyone here, including you. So, please give me the authority. Authority over the life and death of everyone here, including you. He wants to become the leader with everyone's life on the line. Incredible. I was indeed right. Knox is the true knight role model. What the hell is wrong with her? Anyways, if there aren't any other opinions, I'll become the leader and take charge of us. If you don't like the idea, then prove your worth with your abilities. If you can do that, I'll gladly give up this position as the leader. If something bad happens in the midst of taking charge of protecting the princess right now, the leader would definitely face severe punishments. Even if he does well somehow at the start, something will definitely go wrong in the middle. That means Knox is drinking poison from a holy grail right now. Huh, mindless idiot, do what you want. Fuck, his eyes look scary. It's decided then. Starting from now, follow my instructions. If you don't, you'll be punished according to the law. We'll start moving now. Everyone, follow me. Wait, shouldn't you tell us where we're going first? I'm not good at explaining things, so make sure to follow me closely. If you guys know just how many times I've played this chapter, you guys will be horrified. Because I'm a veteran of this damn game. Roger. Devour the humans of Eldian. Get rid of all the sprouts that do not grow. If you do that,